Ever get that feeling like you're about to unlock a door marked top secret?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like you're stepping into a world hidden just beneath the surface.
Totally get that.
That's how these reviews of Imminent hit me.
Really?
One person even said reading it was like, and I quote, peeling back the scaly hide of a secretive beast.
Wow.
We're going deep on Lue Elizondo's world today, ready to unpack this.
I am so there. And you're spot on with that hidden world feeling, because this book, it's not just for the UFO diehards.
Right.
This is about truth, doubt, facing the unknown. That's what makes it universally gripping, you know?
Absolutely. And we've all heard the whispers about government cover-ups and UFOs, right?
Yeah.
But what sets Imminent apart is Elizondo himself.
True.
This isn't some guy in his basement with a tinfoil hat.
Exactly.
He was on the inside.
Yeah.
This is the guy who led the Pentagon's Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program.
AATIP.
AATIP, right. He had access. He was in the room where it happened.
And that changes everything, doesn't it? It's that insider perspective that gives his claims a weight we wouldn't have otherwise. We're not talking blurry photos or secondhand stories here.
Not at all.
Elizondo brings decades of experience, real gravitas, to a topic that's too often been pushed aside, you know, laughed at even.
Yeah, and it makes you think this isn't some sci-fi movie plot, right?
Yeah.
This is about how governments react to the truly unknown, the lengths they go to control information, and what it all means for us.
It's that question, isn't it? If even a fraction of what Elizondo's saying is true, it kind of reframes everything. Our place in the world, the universe, it's a big deal. And it's not even just, are we alone? Is it, this goes deeper. It's like, what if they already know about us? Kind of flips the script.
Yeah, it gets real existential real fast.
Yeah.
And you feel that shift, right?
Yeah.
From just curiosity about the unknown to, is this a threat? Especially in how Elizondo describes some of these UAP encounters. Like, these aren't your average close encounters, are they?
No, not at all. The Tic Tac incident he describes, I mean, that's the stuff of sci-fi blockbusters, except supposedly it really happened.
Right. Okay, so for anyone listening who maybe missed that memo, what exactly went down?
Okay, so picture this. 2004, off the coast of California, 2 seasoned Navy pilots.
These aren't rookies.
Exactly. They know their stuff. One of them, Commander David Fravor, they pick something up on their instruments. It's not a glitch. It's a solid object on radar.
So their first thought is...
Probably another plane, right.
Yeah.
But behaving strangely, except when they get a visual...
It's not a plane.
Not even close. It's this white tic-tac-shaped thing about the size of a commercial airliner.
Hold on, so big.
Big, but no wings, no rotors, nothing. And here's the kicker. This thing's moving in ways that defy physics. Like instantaneous turns, acceleration that would turn a human into jelly.
Okay, hold up. How is that even possible? What's the official word on this?
There really isn't one, or at least not one that makes sense. You've got multiple witnesses, radar data, even infrared footage from a Navy jet. Elizondo makes it clear this wasn't some weather balloon or a flock of birds. This was different.
See, that's the thing that gets me. We're not talking about blurry photos from someone's backyard barbecue. We're talking trained military personnel, years of experience, and even they're like, we don't know what we saw. So what does Elizondo think these UAPs are? So we've got these unexplained encounters, trained observers who are just baffled, and then Elizondo drops these hints about technology that's just beyond anything we understand. It's a lot.
It really is. And it makes you wonder, if these UAPs are real and it's looking more and more like they are, why all the secrecy? Why aren't we hearing more about this?
Well, Elizondo's saying the government's been actively trying to keep a lid on it.
He doesn't hold back, does he? He describes this whole system, a deliberate attempt to discredit witnesses, bury information, even stop investigations into UAPs dead in their tracks.
Well, what's the motive? Why go to all that trouble to hide this?
It's a big question, right? Elizondo lays out a pretty unsettling possibility, which is, what if the tech behind these UAPs is so advanced that it's not just a threat to our planes, but to our whole understanding of what's even possible?
Yeah, like maybe we're not at the top of the food chain anymore. Not a great feeling.
It's a humbling thought, and Elizondo connects it directly to national security. He even compares it to the lead up to 9/11. Like, if we ignore this or downplay it, are we just setting ourselves up for a blind side?
That's a heavy comparison. But if this disclosure really is imminent, like his book's title says, how does Elizondo see it happening? Some big announcement, leaked documents.
He actually thinks it'll be more of a slow drip of information, like a gradual shift in the story instead of one big reveal.
So more like a trickle of truth than a tidal wave, huh?
Yeah, exactly. And some of the people who've read Imminent, they've got even wilder theories. One is that the government might try to totally sidestep this whole UAP thing by announcing some other huge scientific discovery.
Like what?
Like, I don't know, definitive proof of life on another planet, something like that.
Wow. So distract everyone with an even bigger story.
Hey, it's not impossible. Imagine the impact of an announcement like that.
But wait.
It would be huge, right? Everyone talking about it, headlines everywhere, might just take the heat off something they're not ready to talk about.
That is wild. The idea that what we know about the world is being, like, curated for us,
Yeah.
you know, that we're only seeing what they want us to see. Makes you think.
And that's really what Elizondo is getting at with Imminent, isn't it? This isn't just, hey, here's some UFO stories. It's a call to action. Like, we need to be thinking critically, demanding transparency, especially in a world where information is getting more and more controlled every day.
He wants us to wake up, start asking the hard questions,
Yeah.
which makes Imminent a really compelling read. It challenges you, leaves you with more questions than answers.
And maybe the biggest question comes from his mention of this legacy project. Supposedly, it's a top-secret program that's studying recovered UAP materials, maybe even bodies.
Okay, now that's just creepy. Recovered materials, bodies. That changes everything.
It does, and it leaves us with a final kind of unsettling thought. If the government is sitting on proof of advanced tech, maybe even extraterrestrial life, what does that mean for us? What role will we have in shaping the future, if any?
A lot to chew on. That'll do it for us today, folks, but be sure to check back next time for more deep dives into the unknown.
And the main issues that Congress and others have been concerned about are basically safety of flight concerns and counterintelligence issues. But of course, there's always the question of, is there something else that we simply do not understand that might come extraterrestrially?